On the news, gunmen abduct 23 women in Moriki town, Zamfara State. Lagos State government issues flat flood alert, charges residents on vigilance. And in Boru State, Governor Zulu Malay's residents fears over rising water level at Boru Dam. Thank you for joining News Now on TV360 Nigeria. I'm Simisola Achikun. We kick off in Zamfara State, northwest Nigeria, where at least 23 women have been reportedly abducted by gunmen in Moriki town located in Zulumi local government area. The victims were said to be gathering firewood on the outskirts of the community when the attack occurred around 1:30 p.m. on Saturday, August the 2nd. The assailants swiftly moved the women to an undisclosed location and their whereabouts remain unknown. In response, troops from Operation Fasanyama, in collaboration with local vigilante groups and other security agencies, have launched a coordinated search and rescue operation to locate and rescue the victims. Security forces have assured the public of ongoing efforts to ensure the safe return of the abducted women and bring the perpetrators to justice. In southeast Imo State, gunmen have killed 2 police operatives attached to the majority leader of the Ebonyi State House of Assembly, Kingsley Ikoro. According to reports, the incident occurred on Sunday along Okigwe axis in Okigwe local government area of the state. The police spokesperson in Imo State, DSP Henry Okoye, confirmed the attack and the killing of the operators and disclosed the Commissioner of Police in the state, Aboki Danjuma, has launched a manhunt for the killers. In a bid to equip tech enthusiasts and young entrepreneurs in Lagos with essential digital skills, Senator Adetokunbo Abiru, representing the Lagos East Senatorial District, has launched the SAIL Innovation Lab, a state-of-the-art innovation and technology hub designed to empower youths across Lagos State now with relevant digital skills that are critical to thriving in today's tech-driven economy. During a visit to the SAIL Innovation Lab on Monday, members of the APC Youth Wing in Lagos praised the initiative, citing its tech training, job placement, STEM education, and community development programs as game changers for youth development. TV360's Joy Chedriam completes the report.
The SAIL Innovation Lab, a flagship initiative of the SAIL Foundation, high-quality training in software engineering, data science, product design, digital marketing, business development, and other in-demand digital skills to youths across the district. Launched in collaboration with Co-Creation Hub, a leading innovation and technology company, the initiative aims to bridge the digital divide and foster inclusive economic growth through capacity building and entrepreneurship support. Speaking to newsmen about the initiative, Senator Abiru expressed his passion for nurturing young talent, particularly in the areas of technology and digital innovation.
If we can all buy into this, I also believe very strongly that it will even influence how we do budget appropriations on a yearly basis, because you need to scale up properly. You understand? And it's not something I must actually confess. Is not, to sustain this place, even building it is even cheaper. To sustain it is not easy. So you understand? And I think there's you need a lot of conviction. And if you recall, the leader of the youth, I shared the experience of what led to this when I was with you. Yes, you understand? Yes. So I agree, but I think more importantly too, it will guide the way we do budget, our yearly budget, so that we begin to look at education and also skill acquisition and training from a very different perspective. Because today, I'm part of the process. It's still a far cry from what we do on a yearly basis. It's still a struggle.
Globally, the tides are changing, and it is important that we are able to move alongside with the tides with our young people if we will compete favorably globally as a country and as communities. In Ikorodu, for example. And so what we are doing with SAIL Innovation Lab is, with all the young people that we are training, we've been able to train over 9,000 plus, close to 10,000 currently. But those are not just statistics. Those are individual lives that have been changed because they've been able to go through what we've put together.
While commending the establishment of the initiative, APC National Youth Leader Dayo Israel described the project as a pioneering effort and a model for other lawmakers across the country. Other speakers also echo similar sentiments, highlighting the importance of such investments in youth development and digital empowerment.
Our hope is that this can be replicated by many other legislators, not just senators, but House of Rep members and House of Assembly members across their constituency. So we commend highly Senator Mukai Tokunbo Abiru for this great work that he has done. You know, thousands of young people that are coming out, churning out of this initiative, that have been empowered, that have been put into jobs, that have been equipped to be able to run their own business, to be able to start, to scale, and to profit from their business, and be able to attract grants and funding and intervention. This is great, and this is what we need to scale across various senatorial districts across the country.
Putting this in place, it's amazing. It is, I want to say that it's first of its kind, and this symbolizes that the days of giving out wheelbarrows as a form of empowerment is gone in our system. So, and I beseech all the 109 senators from all the works of this country to take a clue from what Senator Tokunbo Abiru is doing in Lagos.
So one of the reasons our young people have a tendency to go overboard is because we haven't provided opportunity. What this place does is that it just unlocks opportunity. It gives the young people who are trained there the opportunity to be globally competitive.
The APC Lagos Youth Wing commends the government for its commitment to human capital development and sustainable economic empowerment through technology. Joy Uchejim, TV360, Lagos.
Still in Lagos, the state government has called for calm amid continuous rainfall that has triggered flash flooding in parts of the metropolis. The appeal follows a weather advisory from the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, which forecasted continued heavy rainfall and thunderstorms across Lagos for the next 3 days. In a statement on Monday, the Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, urged residents to remain vigilant and prioritize safety. He assured the public that the state's flood management infrastructure is designed to handle such weather conditions. In the meantime, Governor Babagana Zulum of Boru State has allayed fears among residents and stakeholders over the potential collapse of the Boru Dam following rising water levels from 2 major rivers in the state. Concerns stem from the Yedzaram and Ngada rivers, which flow into the dam and causing devastating floods in September last year, resulting in the loss of over 150 lives and widespread destruction of infrastructure, farmland and homes. Speaking during an inspection visit to the dam site on the outskirts of Maiduguri over the weekend, Governor Zulum assured the volume of water in the dam is expected to continue decreasing. He noted that the contractor overseeing the 80 billion naira reconstruction project is actively monitoring inflows from River Yedzaram to ensure safety. In education, the West African Examinations Council, WAEC, has officially released the results of the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates. Speaking at a press briefing in Lagos on Monday, WAEC's head of national office, Amos Dangote, announced a significant decline in the number of candidates who secured credit passes in key subjects. According to Dangote, a total of 1,718,090 candidates, representing 87.42%, obtained credit at above and at least 5 subjects with or without English language and mathematics. He, however, expressed concern over a 33.8% drop in overall performance and a worrying increase in examination malpractice. WAEC also withheld the results of 192,089 candidates due to reported cases of malpractice, which marks a 2.17% decrease compared to the 11.92% recorded in the 2024 edition. Dangote credited the improvement to enhanced surveillance and stricter enforcement measures during the conduct of the exams.
The analysis of statistics of candidates' performance in the examination shows that out of the 1,969,313 candidates that sat the examination, 1,718,009 490 candidates representing 87.24% obtained credit and above in a minimum of any 5 subjects, that is with or without English language and or mathematics. 754,545 candidates representing 38.32% obtained credits and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics. Gentlemen of the press, of this number, 347,192 candidates representing 46.01% were males, while 407,353 representing 53.99% were female candidates. A comparison of the percentage of candidates in this category in WAS for school candidates examination 2024 and 2025 revealed that in this year there is 33.8% decrease in performance.
Now, politics. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has declared that the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party, PDP, is, in quote, temporarily over, following the exit of those he called buccaneers and vampires. Speaking during a media parley in Abuja, Wike said there are some issues remaining for the party to properly address, while noting that his firm resistance against impunity led to the shedding of PDP's excess baggage. The minister, however, insisted that the outcome of the recent South-South Zonal Congress of the party, which produced Dan Obi as its national vice chairman, must be accepted in order to stave off another round of crisis. In a landmark event aimed at strengthening grassroots healthcare in Abia State, a state-of-the-art medical facility has been commissioned in the Umuchieze community in Umuneochi local government area. The health center, constructed by the Nigerian Army, was officially handed over to the community in a ceremony that brought together key military and government dignitaries. Of Abia State, Alex Oti, who was represented by the State's Commissioner for Health, Enoch Ogbonaya Uche, lauded the Nigerian Army for its foresight and commitment in strengthening civil-military relations.
This project and other similar efforts are deliberately aimed at giving back to the society for complementing the infrastructural development efforts undertaken by the state, federal, and other stakeholders. This primary healthcare facility was thus conceptualized and executed in consultation with Umuchieze Autonomous Community for the provision of basic healthcare for the people of this community and neighboring communities.
This donation speaks volumes of the legendary commitment of the Nigerian Army towards the comprehensive well-being of civilian populations, providing a salient proof of the intricate linkage between security and health in societal development and peace.
The construction of this primary health care center speaks to the Army's strategic commitment to strengthening partnership with the civil populace as it strives to fulfill its constitutional mandate.
We'll take a short break. Still to come on News Now, South Korea dismantles border loudspeakers to ease tensions with North Korea. Stay with us for details.
It's about the files your secretary presented to me regarding the company's salary. Yes, the figures don't seem to add up. I suspect there's some form of a
discrepancy.
Precisely, sir.
Keep the figures that way.
That's fraudulent, sir.
That's my money.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't do that, sir.
See how padded your cheeks are. Are you telling me you cannot pad up figures?
Sir, padding is against best auditing practices, and it's a form of corruption.
It's true. Accountant.
You were testing. Thank you, sir.
That's it. Bagole.
Yes, sir.
You are fired.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine, sir. Rather than watch corruption grow under my watch. Padding is a form of corruption and not in my country, sir.
Corruption not in my country.
Stop corruption now.
Welcome back. Here's a recap of our main stories. At least 23 women have been reportedly abducted by gunmen in Moriki town located in Zurmi local government area in Zamfara state. The victims were said to be gathering firewood on the outskirts of the community when the attack occurred around 1:30 p.m. on Saturday, August the 2nd. Security forces have assured the public of ongoing efforts to ensure the safe return of the abducted women and bring the perpetrators to justice. We also told you that this Lagos State government has called for calm following a weather advisory from the Nigerian Meteorological Agency NIMET, which forecasted continued rainfall, heavy rainfall and thunderstorms across Lagos for the next 3 days. In a statement on Monday, the Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, urged residents to remain vigilant and prioritize safety. Well, in case you missed any of our news bulletins, or for more updates, you can catch us on Limex World TV and AVO TV, or log on to our website on www.tv360nigeria.com. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on X, Instagram, and YouTube at TV360 Nigeria, or download our mobile app on Google Play Store, Huawei App Gallery, and Apple Store. On Facebook, we're at TV360 Online.
Corruption not in my country.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
My name is Alero. I am not sick. I just need you to help put your stamp on this medical report. I want to tender it at my office as a sick leave. I'll pay 10,000 naira.
Ma'am, that is impersonation. I'm not a doctor.
Oga, be like say this English no go pay. I go increase the money to 20,000 naira. I beg. You know, if I give you that 20,000, as you wide, so you know, if it still help your condition more. So you know, say you spread well.
As I spread like virus, I'll be.
You talk.
Come out! If person come your hospital, talk to make you give am fake medical report, make you go take collect sick leave. Talk and say no, na corruption. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Stop corruption now.
It's time for business news. Opayemi Owosheni has the latest. Over to you, Opayemi.
Thank you, Simi, and welcome to Business News. President Bola Tinubu has intervened to address growing concerns over the potential suspension of funding for critical road infrastructure projects under the NNPC tax credit scheme. In a decisive effort to prevent disruptions and reassure stakeholders, the President has directed the timely release of payment to contractors and reaffirmed the continuity of the scheme. His intervention follows rising concerns from contractors and state government over delayed disbursement, which are threatening to stall key projects vital to Nigeria's economic connectivity and logistics network. Conveying the President's position during a high-level meeting with affected contractors in Abuja, Minister of Works David Umahi reiterated the administration's strong commitment to sustaining infrastructure development nationwide. Still in the world of business, the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise says Nigeria's rebased gross domestic product (GDP) provides a more comprehensive picture of the economy, but warns that growth in critical sectors remains below expectations. The National Bureau of Statistics in July released the updated GDP figures, which now reflects more current production patterns and consumption trends. In a statement on Sunday, the director of the CPEE, Muda Yusuf, described the rebasing, updating the GDP base year to 2019 as a significant milestone, but emphasized that structural weaknesses persist in sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, and trade. Yusuf commended the NBS for completing the exercise despite funding constraints and urged policymakers and investors to leverage improved data to drive better decision-making and targeted interventions. It's time for a short break, but we'll be back with stock market updates. Welcome back. Investors' interest in the shares of UAC of Nigeria PLC and other major gainers on Monday drove the Nigerian Exchange Limited all-share index higher by 1.99%. Now, in the aggregate, 127 listed equities participated in trading, ending on a positive note as 47 stocks advanced and 23 stocks declined. UPDC led the gainers with a 10% share price appreciation, closing at 5 naira 94 kobo per share. The total closing by Lasako Assurance, which also increased by 10%. Now, by the close of Monday's session, in 35,547 deals, investors exchanged 797 million shares valued at over 19 billion. Now, when we compare this with the previous NGX trading day, that's Friday, August 1, today's data shows 25% decline in volume, a 27% decline in the turnover, but 4% improvement in the number of deals. Now, moving on to the foreign scene, global stocks rose on Monday, boosted by the prospect of lower interest rates after a weak United States jobs report prompted a dramatic reassessment of the rate outlook and ignited concern over the reliability of United States economic data. That left our select stocks, that's the UK FTSE and the US Dow Jones, in the bulls. It's a different case, however, for Japan's Nikkei, as it ended in the bears, reducing slightly by 1.25%. Now, on the currency front, the Naira continues to trade on the parallel market at 1,620 Naira to the United States dollars, 2,060 Naira to the British pound, and 1,730 Naira to the euro. And that's it on both business and stock market updates. Back to you, Simi, for the rest of the news.
Thank you very much, Okoyemi. Let's head to South Korea, where the government has begun dismantling loudspeakers used to blast anti-North Korea propaganda across the border in a symbolic move by President Lee Jae-myung's new administration to ease tensions on the Korean peninsula. The action comes just weeks after President Lee took office and promptly ordered the military to halt the broadcasts. The step aligns with his broader agenda to revive stalled inter-Korean dialogue and reduce hostilities following years of heightened friction under his predecessor's hardline policies. Thailand and Cambodia have opened negotiations on maintaining a fragile ceasefire following a series of deadly border clashes. The four-day talks began in Malaysia on Monday, just 1 week after Bangkok and Phnom Penh agreed to halt fighting in a long-disputed border region. Defense ministers from both nations are scheduled to convene the General Border Committee on Thursday to discuss concrete measures for sustaining the ceasefire. According to officials, the meeting will be observed by representatives from the United States, China, and Malaysia. And on sports, President Bola Tinubu has awarded the sum of $100,000 to the Nigeria women's basketball team, the Tigress, for making history by winning their 5th consecutive FIBA Women's Afrobasket title after defeating Mali in the final game. Receiving the team in Abuja on Monday, Tinubu, who was represented by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, also awarded $50,000 to the technical crew and conferred a National Order of the Niger OON honor to the entire team. Each member of the team and technical crew were also awarded 1 flat each. The president praised the reigning champions for their resilience, dominance, and consistent performance after a hard-fought tournament.
OON National Honors for Team. OON National Honors for Team, Coach and Technical Team. $100,000 US for each player. It's not yet over. There are other goodies coming. $50,000 for coach and technical team.
You have given us another reason to believe in the power of Nigerian women to break barriers and set new records. I say well done to you all. To the technical team, including Coach Rina Wakama, your leadership and tutelage has paid off. And I still owe you your bouquet. Okay? To all our remarkable players, your performance is highly commendable. You embody courage and commitment. I pray your journey in life continue to be filled with success and light on the path for many more victories to come.
I must commend the MBBF under the able leadership of Malam Ahmadu Musa Kida for all the sacrifices and passion in pushing our basketball forward. I must also thank our partners and individual supporters who have been supporting the activities of the National Sports Commission and our national teams. Several of them have come through for us, including even the people that always make their planes available to get the team and to get our delegation to go for the games without making their names known to the public, because they are doing it for the good of this country.
We're thankful to be able to continue our excellence in our sport, the gift that God gave us. It means the world to us to be able to be hosted here today and to be able to represent our country in this way, to bring back another championship, to be able to inspire young women, young girls around the world, that they can one day too be in our shoes. And I give thanks to every one of our staff, GM, coach, Ugo, doctors, SEC, president, chairman, everybody. We thank you all for your support and your continuing support in lifting us higher, because I don't think the sky is our limit. I think we can go beyond and we can break barriers.
Well, that wraps up our bulletin. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time.